Hello, callers, and welcome again to another interesting episode of Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing some very interesting stories, transfer rumors, and many more, beginning with Antoine Griezmann again. This time around, concerning his future, it has been reported that Griezmann is willing to leave the Camp Nou on one condition, as we can see from that report from AS, Spanish publication. And going by what they said Antoine Griezmann will accept a transfer away from Barcelona as long as it is to a competitive side, with Atletico Madrid Sao a possible swap option. So that's what AS just reported, and we are going to be discussing in full details as we move ahead. Then also we are going to be discussing about this rumor. I'll call it a rumor because I can't confirm to you guys how valid it is, but it has been reported that LaLiga has reportedly approved Barcelona's request for Lionel Messi to pen a new contract at the Camp Nou. If this is confirmed, then it's really a great news for us, because with all the issues of the wage cap, financial fair play rules with La Liga, and then it will be a great news for us. So we'll just see how things unfold in the coming days. We'll be discussing much more on this as well. Then thirdly, we are going to be discussing about former Barcelona midfielder and legend Andres Iniesta, who recently spoke out about some stuff that I think is important we know about. He spoke about Pedri Gonzalez, of course, with a comparison for the past couple of months, and of course after Pedri receiving the young player of the tournament. He also spoke about Messi after Messi won his first country tournament. So we're going to be discussing on what Iniesta had to say about those two. And finally, on a similar note, Oscar Mingueza had an interview with Spanish publication Sport, where he also spoke about comparisons with Eric Garcia, the potential competition, as Eric Garcia will be, a direct competitor at the defense when the new season kicks off. And he also had to say about Messi's future and the situation of the club right now. So we're also going to be looking on that in much detail. So callers, as we get right into those interesting stories, endeavor to click on that subscribe button below if you haven't done so, if you're new to this channel, and also ensure you watch this video up to the very end so you get all the details you won't want to miss.
Barca, Barca, Barca.
According to Catalan daily La Vanguardia, Antoine Griezmann has not closed the door on the Barcelona exit this summer and will consider his options if he is deemed surplus to requirements by Ronald Koeman and Camp Nou president Joan Laporta. The France international is one of the candidates being considered by Laporta and Barca sporting director Matteo Alemany as a potential sacrificial lamb to help ease the club's precarious financial situation and reduce its wage bill to comply with La Liga salary cap. The Barcelona board are also desperately trying to find a solution to the impasse over a new deal for star forward Lionel Messi, with Felipe Coutinho, Samuel Umtiti and Miralem Pjanic among the players the club would like to cash in on, or at least remove from the books as they seek to make room for new arrivals Memphis Depay, Emerson Royal, Eric Garcia and Sergio Aguero. While few at the club are questioning Griezmann's quality as a player, the feeling is that due to his playing style, his salary and the arrival of two more attacking players, the Frenchman is the prime candidate to be moved on to balance the books and the squad. According to this same report, La Vanguardia, Griezmann has come to accept the club's position and will not dig in his heels about the transfer this summer, but only if he is sold to a competitive club. The forward has 3 years remaining on his Camp Nou contract and would prefer to see them out, but if that means a significant reduction in playing time, with Aguero fitting the profile of impact substitute after his arrival from Man City, Griezmann will accept a move, with the Premier League club Man City reportedly having made contact with him. Mundo Deportivo reports that Barcelona have spied a possible swap deal with Griezmann's former club for Spain midfielder Saul, who is also a target for Manchester United. However, given Saul's market value of around maybe 60 to 80 million euro, I guess so, and his probably high salary demands, this move is viewed by the Barcelona hierarchy as very unlikely to solve any of their financial issues in the short term, even if the technical staff have given the green light to the midfielder's arrival. Griezmann is still on holiday after Euro 2020, and despite a decent season for Barcelona, Koeman is unable to make any guarantees over his place in the side for the 2021-22 campaign. When he returns, he will have to make a decision as to whether to fight for his place, try and engineer a move back to Atletico to be reunited with Diego Simeone, or to try his hand in Italy or England, where he will not be short of suitors. On to the next story of this episode. La Liga has reportedly approved Barcelona's request for Lionel Messi to pen a new contract at the Camp Nou. Despite the club's legend's previous deal having expired at the end of last month, Barcelona have always insisted that a fresh agreement is only a matter of time. However, the Catalan giants are under pressure to fulfill LaLiga's financial criteria, leading to officials pushing to get a number of players off the wage bill. While work is still required on that front, AS suggests that the governing body of Spain's top flight has given the green light for Messi to be registered for next season. Barcelona have allegedly promised that they will get themselves within the regulations over the coming weeks. The report adds that the Argentine, who has just helped his country win the Copa America, has already agreed the details of his contract. 11 years after scoring the winning goal in the World Cup final, Andres Iniesta spoke to Ibai Llanos, one of the Spanish media there, on his Twitch channel about Barcelona, Lionel Messi's Argentine success and those Pedri comparisons we have been getting over these past couple of months. On the Pedri links, with many comparing the two players, he said, "I've never liked to compare, even though it's inevitable. The same happened to me. The important thing is that he keeps doing what he's doing. I see him enjoying himself when he plays. He doesn't struggle to do things. Everything is done just easily, and he's generous with his effort. He has all the qualities, even though he's only 18. He has to keep learning and growing. He's at a club and with the right national team to keep progressing." Iniesta also celebrated Messi's Copa America triumph with Argentina by saying, "I think for him, on a personal level, it's a weight off his shoulders. He has finally won something with the national team after being close so many times. He was impeccable at the Copa America. Beyond the goals and the assists, for me, Messi is still the number one." As for the national team, beaten in the semi-final at Euro 2020, Iniesta said that they showed they have a generation of players that can compete to win things. Then moving on to another interview, this time around by our young defender Oscar Mingueza. Circumstances last season meant Oscar Mingueza's first team chance came sooner than expected, and he took it with both hands. Since he broke into the squad at the end of 2020, Mingueza has earned coach Ronald Koeman's confidence, and he hopes to keep improving at Barca. Mingueza has clear ideas on and off the pitch. Despite being just 22, he is comfortable, as he sits down to talk with sport, a smile never leaving his face. Before pre-season with Barca, though, he has an international commitment. He will take part in Olympic Games as part of Spain's under-23 squad in Tokyo this month. Then focusing on the interview he had, when first of all asked if this turnaround in his football career so far is all about, the confidence Ronald Koeman showed in him, he said, "Yes, at first I got a chance because people were out, but then he showed confidence in me, and it's thanks to that. But also thanks to the people that have helped me work hard and have helped in the dressing room. Previous coaches as well. It's a combination of everything." Then when asked about Eric Garcia and how he would define him, he said he also reads the game well and defends intelligently. He's really good in both attacking and defensive phases. Then talking about Pedri, he said he's a midfielder that can give the final pass, combines well, but also knows how to defend really well. He works really well in defense and then gets forward to provide constant support. The majority of times when the opposition reach our box, you see Pedri there as well. A midfielder of his age with that capacity in defense and attack helps a lot. Then talking about his own capabilities, Oscar Mingueza said, "I'm a player that can play as a center back, a full back, and I can bring the ball out of the back. I also consider myself an intelligent defender, and I have improved in terms of aggression. In addition, I can compete well for balls played in behind us." Then talking about the possible competition he will have with Eric Garcia in that defensive role, he said, "At the end of the day, we are teammates. It's true there will be more competition, but that will help us improve the team as well." Then when asked about how he sees next season, he said, "I am really looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm convinced the new signings will add quality, and I'm sure with what we have and what's coming in, we will have an incredible group of people and footballers." And when asked now about if he is worried about Messi's future, he said, "Of course, you worry about if the best player in the world will stay or not, but that's to do with him, and I don't think we should get involved. It's his decision, and it's part of his privacy, but anything we can do to help him there, we will do it." So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button below, please endeavor to do so you don't miss out on any latest on Barca here on Viva Barca. Until next time, Visca el Barca!